funding would be an issue, right? Because you don't want to go into an issue being funded by one side or the other. How do you make sure you're independent that way?
I think this is a very important question. And we had a lengthy discussion on that. First of all, we will not accept any funding by partners to a conflict. We will make a selective choice who should be able to fund which initiative. Sometimes there are governments that are completely out of dispute that would be ready to contribute. In other instances, it will be institutions, organization, or private business. We do not fundamentally reject one of them, but we will check it on a case-by-case basis, and this is why we agreed that we will form a small committee that is trying to develop a judgment on each individual potential donor to the organization in order to stay entirely independent.
No, I was just going to reinforce what was just said, that independence of what we do and neutrality of what we do is key, and transparency. So these are the three attributes which we would focus on. Funding, it's not a high budget exercise, by the way, because all of us are volunteers. And funding will be required, of course, to maintain the infrastructure, which is quite limited. But we will avoid any conflict of interest, direct or indirect.
Would a UN fund be acceptable, for example? The UN has seen that this group is forming. Great idea. We have a budget. We give this much money to you every year. Would you take that?
This would be an idea that really would be excellent, and we would study. But I tell you, I have not been in so many situations where the UN would be in a position to offer funds. Most of the times it's the other way around.
We need money. Find money for us. But would you consider helping Thailand resolve at least there's two major conflicts? One that you mentioned, the red and yellow conflict, and then the problem in the south, which is well known to Malaysia and to other countries. Would this group take as one of the first topics on the agenda the Thailand's conflict or not?
The Thai conflict, as I've seen it in that role, in my personal capacity, is one in which the people of Thailand would be very well served by efforts by well-meaning outsiders and friends of Thailand to assist in the process of reconciliation. So I would hope both that interested people who care about Thailand and care about reconciliation in the country would want to become involved, and I would hope that we would find an openness across the board in Thai society to working with and listening to and seeing what can be learned from the processes of reconciliation that have been successful in other places. It's a wonderful and lovely place, and for those of us who've long been friends of Thailand, it's been very sad to see the conflicts that have divided the society in the recent years. And I know I speak for myself, and I think for the whole group, when I say we all wish Thailand the very best in coming to a reconciliation of those conflicts.
Would the APRC take up this issue of Thailand?
Well, that's something for us to...
We have not decided.
We haven't decided.
I'm proposing.
We haven't decided. But I think as an issue, this is not something new. This is something been there for a long time.
Yes.
And various prime ministers have had some opportunity to talk about it. I will not go into the detail, but this is a subject which is also very, very important to the Thai people.
The jurisdiction or interest of APRC?
I think first one should accept that of course we care about Thailand because we like the place. The second, you should not get the impression that we already took a decision that the which of the ongoing conflicts should be in the first priority. The third thing, I think one should not misinterpret the fact that the Secretariat will be located here in Bangkok, that this will be a decision primarily dealing with conflicts that are here in Thailand.
That's important point. Yes.
The decision on into which conflicts we are going to involve ourselves is not yet taken.
Okay.
We already explained what are the different parameters, but we also want to say that it is not entirely excluded that if we are asked to help, that we are ready to do it.
Of course, we have to talk to some other colleagues as well. Other 8 who are not here, another 8 members.
All I can say is stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So with that, thank you very much.
APRC หรือว่าสภาสันติภาพและปรองดองแห่งเอเชียถือว่ามีความตั้งใจที่ดีนะคะที่อยากจะช่วยแก้ไขข้อขัดแย้งต่างๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเอเชียก็หวังนะคะว่าในเชิงปฏิบัติแล้วจะสามารถทำได้จริงค่ะเพราะนี่น่าจะเป็นกลไกที่ดีอีกหนึ่งกลไกที่จะช่วยลดข้อขัดแย้งและความตึงเครียดในภูมิภาคค่ะพบกันใหม่สัปดาห์หน้านะคะวันนี้สวัสดีค่ะ